Hey everyone, Joey here. On my most recent adventure, I flew out to Seattle to explore for a few days with my buddy Zach. We hiked up some snowy mountain passes, watched a large group of kiteboarders cruising around in the frigid cold Puget Sound, and after a few long days of exploring, we were even lucky enough to catch ourselves some dinner during the Pacific Northwest Salmon Run. Before we get started, don't forget to hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. It's a super simple, super free way you can show your support for the channel that helps me continue pushing out adventure and finance content. Thanks for destroying that like button and subscribing for more adventure, travel, and personal finance tips. Let's go! The first place we stopped was at the Stonehouse Cafe overlooking Lake Washington. Zach and I had a delicious breakfast before busting out some hardcore pipe organ jams. We picked up a discontinued six-pack and headed for the mountains. I'm using my new GoPro Hero 9 along these bumpy, uneven gravel mountain roads to show you the incredible image stabilization. Zach is a professional video editor, and this is what he thinks of the new GoPro Hero 9 video quality. We embark on the trek through Washington's winter wilderness, crossing beautiful snowmelt streams with picturesque mountain views. Zach and I have attempted several winter hikes at higher elevations east of Seattle. Many times we're forced to turn around before arriving simply because we can't reach the trailhead due to the unsnowplowed backcountry roads and heavy snowfall. Here's a few unedited examples of the GoPro Hero 9's picture quality. These are pretty exceptional photos for the little action cam that mostly gets used for videos. This climate is quite a change from the tropical weather I'm used to in Hawaii, so I'm bundled up in about 6 layers of clothes. After our hike, we head back to Seattle for a relaxing evening on a quaint houseboat overlooking the pristine water and city skyline. Each day, Zach and I start off with a healthy, delicious, fruit-covered acai bowl before getting into any shenanigans. This strange clock shop caught our eye and we had to take a look. I've never been in a clock shop before, but I guarantee you that this will not be my last. The amount of time in that place is unbelievable. Our next stop was Discovery Park with an outstanding overlook of Puget Sound with the Olympic Peninsula Mountains in the distance. To our surprise, we noticed some kiteboarders getting in some exercise on this chilly November morning. We hiked down to get a better look. Kiteboarding is something I've only tried once and I'm dying to try again. These guys make it look so easy. I'll be sure to document the next time I attempt kiteboarding. Every once in a while, one would leap out of the water and glide for several seconds before gently landing. We scope out the lighthouse at the end of this point, and from there we head to a cool park called Gasworks that overlooks Lake Union in the Seattle skyline. At Lake Union, you'll often find parties of people staying warm in floating hot tubs and occasionally glimpse a seaplane taking off or landing. Both renting a floating hot tub and riding in a seaplane are on my bucket list. As the sun goes down and the temperature drops, we head back to Zach's to play some music. If you haven't heard his music before, be sure to check him out on Spotify or the platform of your choice for some easy listening jams. Along with being an excellent vocalist, Zach plays piano, guitar, banjo, mandolin, and other instruments I don't know how to pronounce. Be sure to check him out after this video to show him some love. The next morning, we head to Kennedy Creek Salmon Trail to witness the amazing phenomenon of the Northwest Salmon Run. Every year between September and November, when it's time to spawn, the Pacific salmon travel from the ocean where they spend most of their lives up freshwater streams to lay eggs in the shallow, gravel-bottom freshwater. They spend their last days in search for the exact spawning location from which they came to repeat the cycle. They are able to find the same location using magnetoreception, a sense that some animals are born with that allows them to detect magnetic fields for perceiving direction, altitude, or location. Man, wouldn't that be nice for driving around in big city traffic. At the end of their long journeys and after spawning, all of them die and their bodies provide the consumers of inland ecosystems with much needed nutrients that the salmon bring with them from the ocean. Sometimes these vigorous travelers are bottlenecked from a 20-lane highway to a 3-lane road and must wait their turn before continuing on. I'm guessing the darkness overhead in this drainage tunnel makes them a little uneasy about entering through it, but eventually they've got to make a salmon run for it. Due to the extremely poor water visibility, these alligator-looking fish can't be seen underwater unless they are inches away. It makes me grateful that I am not lower than a salmon on the food chain. Look at those vicious chompers! After a few jaw-dropping hours watching this incredible behavior, I decided to put all my prior fishing experience to the test. I slowly reach my hand into a group of resting salmon, and boom!
Got a salmon by hand, baby! Let's eat it.
This was the first time I've caught a fish.
Woo-wee.
It was a pretty exciting experience for me, and I'm sure for the salmon too. Look how stoked we both are. Today was a catch and release kind of day, and it was great exploring the vivid green forests along the riverbank. The mossy tree branches are captivating to me, so I made sure to take plenty of pictures to capture the serenity of the Pacific Northwest woodlands. Here's Zach Ping. Just kidding, he was just turned around. We're both fans of climbing trees and impersonating the animals we come in contact with.
a wild salmon.
On our way back from the salmon run, we stopped by Olympia, the Washington state capital. There was a bright rainbow over the bay and some loggers traveling past our lunch spot. We met some cute creatures along the way and tried to take selfies in typical Joey and Zach fashion. We wandered around to some different parks with some great pieces of art and clear views of the city. At the end of our trip, I stopped by a COVID testing center before traveling back to Hawaii. There are several restrictions regarding travel to Hawaii at this point in the pandemic, so if you're planning on a tropical vacation to the most isolated island chain in the world, make sure to do some research before coming down to save yourself some time and hassle. From there, I hopped on a flight back to warmer weather to reunite with my lovely wife for our 5-year wedding anniversary.
Some behind the scenes, Joey's next YouTube video.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to my channel for more adventure, travel, and finance tips. Until next time, I'm Joey. I'll see you soon on the next adventure.